Nala likes beer. Want to say hi? Hi! Hey everybody, my name is Suni and welcome to a brand new episode of Sipping with Suni. It has been a long time since we have last chatted. Happy to be back. Happy to be back on the YouTubes. It's been a really exciting year. We're going to talk about the top 5 things to pack and just a kind of a checklist on making sure what to do and what to bring and what to plan for when you travel. It is from Oh So Brewing Company. It is called the Infectious Groove. It's a sour ale. I think last season I did a ton of IPAs, maybe a couple ciders here and there, but this one's pretty good. So we'll give it a try. And I made this awesome sandwich. I've been cooking more at home too, so I feel a lot healthier. I've been working out more. I've been getting really fit and I feel a lot better and a lot healthier. So for those of you who are struggling on getting healthy and fit, I promise you it's worth all the hassle. Just start off slow and start off in small steps and you're going to see progress down the road. I guarantee it. I always liked working out, but I was always lazy about my commitment on working out, and I was lazy on my commitment of cooking in. And once I discovered new recipes and ways to cook and make it interesting for me, it's been a lot better. So cheers to everybody. Oh wow, that's sour. I've been traveling, again like I said, I've been traveling coast to coast and doing a lot of different projects. And with that, I've had to use a lot of different apps to make sure where to stay, how to get to my set. So a couple of travel tips for you guys. Number 1, I would definitely download any travel app. I know there's Expedia, I know there's different types of stuff, but I personally like Kayak. When you download the app, you can highlight which flights that you want to take, and it will give you updates, whether email or text updates on if the flights are increasing or the flights are lowering. And it's really helpful, especially if like you're looking far out or you're looking for a very upcoming trip and you don't have the time to be on your computer just to look up for airlines. It also helps you find car deals. It does a hotel and flight and car, depending on that. And a cool part of the Kayak app is that there's a part that says travel the world, which it will show you all the deals going on within a month or whatever month that you choose of flights going on out of whatever destinations you want to fly out of. So I found like a flight going to Denmark for $300 at a certain period of time. It's awesome, it's amazing, and if you have an account on there, it links up to whatever credit card that you have, so you don't have to go to another website to check out. You can just check out right on the app, and then obviously it gives you your mobile boarding pass on that app too, or if you're flying with someone else, it will give you the link to download the mobile boarding pass. 2, you need to figure out your mode of transportation. There's 2 things that I think you should download on your app right now. Download Uber and download Lyft. Both are the same thing, but different companies basically. Obviously asking for a ride to wherever you need to go. There's been a lot of debate on whether Uber is cheaper or Lyft is cheaper. In terms of price, it really evens out. Drivers on all platforms are really great. I think you won't go wrong with either one. But if you definitely are going to a city that's pretty congested and you want to find a ride quick, just download both of the apps. And when you get a ride, you'll be fine. Number 3, download Airbnb. There's a lot of cool deals that are happening on Airbnb right now. Some places that are just new to Airbnb will give you a discount on your first stay, and then sometimes when you complete your first couple stays, you will get a code to send to your friends that if they use that code, then you get like a certain percentage off your next stay, and then they get a percentage off their stay. It's really great. Airbnb has really helped me in short-term stays and long-term stays. Again, with the traveling, I've had to stay quite a long time in LA, quite a long time in New York, and not enough to sign on an apartment, but definitely not to stay in a hotel for a month or so. So Airbnb was really great. And also the hosts that I found were really awesome. They've been really helpful. They know the city. They're able to give you tips and ideas on where to go, and the local knowledge is great. And especially if on my move I need to know which neighborhoods are great, so I already know where my neighborhoods are. So my Airbnb hosts have really helped me out. Also, you can find a lot of good hostels on Airbnb as well. I know you could find those on any app like Kayak, but Airbnb is a little bit cheaper and a little bit more reliable. So I would definitely download that Airbnb app. It will really help you out in the long run. Number 4, pick the top 5 places to go eat in the city that you're visiting. I've had an amazing experience at a Michelin star restaurant in New York. I splurged a lot of money. At the same time, I've also had the best taco experience at a taco stand in Venice Beach in California. Whatever it is, pick whatever's in your interest. And I would typically stay away from basing your food destinations off of Yelp, only because if you're in the restaurant industry, you know this, you'll get those customers that come in that are mad that they don't get free refill, or they're mad that their food didn't come out in 5 minutes, or they're mad over something very petty like a straw in their glass, or they didn't get a lemon in their glass, or something like that. And they will go on Yelp and they'll write and fabricate their experience on there, and they won't even talk about the food. They'll just talk about them and how they didn't get free stuff. Normally they won't share about the actual food. So normally I would just honestly just Google search, and what I do is I typically pick the top 5 places that I see that have my interests. Sometimes if I'm really hungry and I want a specific type of food, I'll look on that genre of food, and then I'll just look at their menu. I'll look at their website. I'll see the chefs who work there on their website, and I'll write it on my little notebook, and I'll make sure that's the destination I go to. And I like to go off the beaten path personally. I like to go to places that aren't super touristy, so then I'm able to get that neighborhood vibe and talk to the locals there. So definitely check out your local restaurants while you're there, and definitely Google search it and do a little bit of research besides Yelp. Number 5, have fun. Pick some activities to do while you're at your city. I know I've been traveling a lot, but it's always been work related, and at times I feel like all I do is travel and I don't have any fun, but I always make sure to take the time to travel. So I'll go surfing, I'll go wakeboarding, I will go parasailing. Traveling is about experiencing culture, experiencing people, and experiencing places. And you don't want to live your life just being boring to do. So those are my top 5 things to do when you're traveling. It helps me a lot. I like to think of myself as an experienced traveler. I have a couple new shows coming up. I have been working on my 2nd album, and it has been a slow process, I know, but it is coming out this summer. I guarantee it. I need to finalize a date yet, but what I've been working on has been pretty exciting. And normally when I work on exciting stuff, I don't really talk about it, and I keep it very hidden and under wraps. But I can tell you that all songs that I've written have been more personal than the last album, and it is going to be more of an EDM album, which I'm pretty excited about. And being the perfectionist that I am, I want to make sure that it's great for you guys. So I will be announcing my album release date next week, Friday. So stay tuned for that, and make sure to follow me on Instagram at Aaron Sunisa, and like and subscribe to this YouTube channel, and like me on Facebook, and keep up to date. If you want me to play in your city, or you want me to act in your film, or whatever, to hang out, DM me, let me know what you want me to be a part of. But we're going to rate this beer. Again, it's Oso's Infectious Groove. It is a sour ale. The taste is very tart at the beginning and hits you with it, but then it fades very, very quickly after. Which I like. When I sip on my beer, I want the taste to go through all its notes and like have a strong finish, and this doesn't really have a strong finish. Screw me, right? But I like my sour beers, so I'll give this an 8 out of 10 and definitely recommend. Anyway, thank you guys for watching Sippin with Suni. I'm really happy to be back. Make sure to stay up to date every Friday for a new episode, and we will see you soon next week at 9 p.m.